Welcome to Dirt Secrets, where we dig deep into the stories, strategy, and surprises of building and buying in Central Florida's hottest neighborhoods.
We're Kim and Amanda from Builders Concierge Group, your insiders in the builder world.
From helping builders create custom urban infill projects, even when that means knocking down an old home, to guiding buyers and relocation clients through every step.
We know the dirt, the deals, and the details that turn big dreams into beautiful addresses.
So grab your hard hat
And your coffee.
Let's dig in.
Welcome back to another episode of Dirt Secrets. I'm Amanda.
I'm Kim.
Today we're going to talk about inventory, our fun stuff, all the new construction coming out of the market, the inventory that we have coming. We have a really cool pocket we want to share with you as well. We talked in a previous episode about all our zip codes. So we're going to talk about all of our listings coming in some zip codes here. We want to start with talking about a new pocket that we named Winter Park Grove. We helped one of our builders purchase 13 lots that are now 16 lots in this pocket behind the new McLaren dealership. So it's Winter Park with College Park schools, essentially, is probably the best way to look at it, or in Manor kind of area. So the Minnesota refresh, we also talked about with Jill a few episodes ago. This really allowed us to come in this pocket. It's super walkable, super accessible. You can get to College Park, you can get to Park Avenue, same amount of time. You can get to Colonialtown. You can, there's so much accessibility to this location. However, it didn't look nice, and there was a lot of duplexes, a lot of R2,
older rentals, a lot of
rentals, absentee owners. In the Minnesota, it was just, there wasn't a lot of strong business in the area to support it either. So we're super excited about this pocket and understanding, and we talked about this in a previous episode, know your market, know your submarket, knowing these things were going on and coming. We've already done 8 homes in there. Multiple other builders have sold in there. Fred Schaub just got one pending that's closing here soon as well. Any day. And beautiful home right across the street from what we're doing, right next to someone we have already done. So it's a really cool little pocket. There's several going in there, not just the 16 that we're doing, but we want to talk about what we're doing. So we're already starting to show these homes. We should have a model here in the next week or two. We're going to figure that out today, if it'll be this week or next, if it's ready or not. So we're going to figure out a few things, but we want to share some of this information and what we're doing in this pocket. We want to talk about some new, really awesome listings we have in College Park, in Colonialtown, Mills 50 area, which I'm really excited about as well. There's some great new things coming up. So let's get into it. Let's talk about Winter Park Grove.
Well, like Amanda described the location perfectly, it is literally in the triangle. If you drew a triangle between Park Avenue, Edgewater Drive, and Mills 50, it's like sitting in the center of that triangle. So no matter what you like to do or where you work, you're going to have incredible accessibility. We're going to offer some of our most popular plans that we've built with great success throughout College Park for the last decade. And we've also revamped some others. We've got different elevations. So, but what it's nice is when you have that buyer that doesn't like that there's 2 older homes on either side of them. They're like, I love this house, but I don't like these bungalows on either side. This is kind of transforming the entire street. So it has that look of a little subdivision, so to speak. It's like everything down through there will be new. There's homes ranging from 3,000 to 3,300 square feet. They'll have pools. Most of them will have summer kitchens. So it's a chance to live in a very established pocket. Oro Manor has some gorgeous, 30s, 40s houses.
I love this area.
And, beautiful canopy of trees. This street still, Miller Avenue in Indiana, still have beautiful tree canopies. And but be in a new construction and not a renovated or an older home. So I think it's an exciting area. It's got the price ranges there's gonna be a pretty good size spread. So if you need you want to be in that area, but you want to be in the lower part of the price point, we have homes for that where we've put maybe a little less features, and we've got some that have like built-in appliances and all of the higher end features. And I think what really makes it attractive is you're in a 32789 zip code at $200,000 to $400,000 less than you would be if you were across the street.
Mhm.
So I think that's really exciting about it. And you've got, if schools are your concern, you certainly got Edgewater is very highly rated. They have an
Mhm.
IBS program, but if you want to go private, you've got Lake Highland. Who
Mhm.
literally you could almost put your kids on a bike or a bus and send them there. It's real close. And then Park Maitland expanded into that
Mhm.
neighborhood
It's
too.
right
So
there,
you've
walkable.
got tremendous
Yes.
a kid, from 2-year-old
Mhm.
to elementary school. You've got the campus right there, and
It's easy
it's
for Bishop
it.
Moore,
Yeah. Hmm.
St.
Hmm. But
Charles.
amazing, possibilities right there.
Mhm.
And
Super walkable to the Publix, to getting your
mhm,
hair done.
mhm,
Rollins campus for our relocation doctors. I know Advent's doing
mhm,
this time of year is very strong for them when they're recruiting and relocating different doctor
mhm,
professions, specialties. So there's a lot going on there. We've already shown quite a few of these homes to them. So again, different levels, like Kim was talking
mhm,
about, like we talked about the last episode. Price per square foot
mhm,
varies for a lot of different reasons. So
mhm,
it's going to be an awesome pocket. I am super excited about it. We plan
mhm,
on being open 4 to 5 days a week, 3 or 4 hours a day.
mhm,
We'll have Wi-Fi, so we're working there.
mhm,
We're going to vary the time, so always look in MLS for when we'll be there.
mhm,
Obviously, private showings work for us as well.
mhm.
So we'll have lists of all of our inventory all over. So if that's not the right pocket or not the right fit of home, I bet we have something for you.
But we do.
We talked about Canton. We talked about Gale. We
Mhm,
have Winter Park Street in College Park, which is one block. It's the same. It's the first block off of Edgewater. Super
mhm.
walkable.
We have 2 homes going into Block on Gulf side.
Golf side, super
Beautiful
walkable too
street,
on the other side.
amazing street.
I love that.
Mhm,
Um, that's where we did Maxwell, which was one of my
mhm,
favorite floor plans we've ever done. Um, we have New Hampshire. We
mhm,
have, gosh, we have so many listings. I want to keep
mhm,
talking about all of them. But we have things in Winter Park, College Park, Soto. We've got a couple single family story homes that are going to be in that 600 mark. I think we
mhm.
mentioned earlier, brand new
Rare to
construction
find.
in Soto, 32809.
Mhm,
So those will be coming on market here soon. So check them out. I think
mhm,
they're going to go fast. They're beautiful. And again, the advantages we talked about with new
mhm.
construction. Um, we also have two new completed homes that we're doing open houses with on Venetian, 1010 and 1012 Venetian.
Yeah, what a good value those
Oh,
homes are too. Great
kids can walk
lots.
across the street to
Yeah.
Bishop Moore,
Mhm.
St. Charles.
Mhm.
There's so much accessibility there that you
Mhm.
can walk your kids. Obviously, you'll walk
Mhm.
them at that level, at the lower education level, K through
They
6,
do K through 8
8,
at Baremo and then
and then
high school at
yeah,
Bishopmore. Yeah, it's a great school. And this is the north part of College Park. It's just there's so many things getting added there. They're redoing the little plaza that's right in front of
mm-hmm,
Venetian, and they just added. I can't wait to try that new restaurant. They added a new,
yes,
like, authentic Mexican restaurant plus a
yeah,
market next door. So
mm-hmm.
they said you can come and enjoy and then buy all the goodies to take home and make it on your own. Um,
It's
this
such a great value,
it is. They're priced at, the one mid 1 250 mark, and that is
brand
just
new,
for new construction, that is just tremendous, and
mm-hmm.
especially they both got pools.
Pools,
They've both got beautiful,
yards,
beautiful yards,
mm-hmm.
yeah, and different finishes,
Yep,
on each one. One's a little more modern,
yep,
and one's a little
elevation's
more of my
different,
favorite, traditional farmhouse.
yeah,
But, they're really are a tremendous value.
mm-hmm.
So that's what we've got finished right now. We've got Helen Avenue, which Helen's a personal favorite of
Oh,
mine.
love
I
that
lived on
street.
Helen, when my daughter was born. We were there for 5 years. It was amazing. It's just we had a well-known agent in College Park that we just did a deal with, and he was talking about Helen. He was talking about what just a great, uh, group
Street.
of homeowners and,
Mm,
neighbors on there. And he said, "Oh my gosh, those guys, they have block parties." And he
mm.
said, "That's one of the best streets, for getting to know your neighbor in College Park."
That community feel.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
the tap room, my favorite restaurant.
Mhm, mhm, yeah,
It's
well, you can
walkable.
walk there, uh-huh, and, our builder that's building the homes we're talking about right now, Maker Construction, they're starting to add generators to their home. Now, I know we had a
Mm,
very quiet hurricane season, and when we have a quiet hurricane season, we all don't
let's go
think
for
about
another one.
generators, but we all know that every time there's a quiet hurricane season, there's a busy one around the corner, and, I think having the capability of having that
Mhm,
whole house generator is just tremendous. I know there's several times when, I would have, loved to have had one.
mhm,
So, that's one thing this builder wants to do that no other builder that I know of is doing it at
mhm.
standard, And so we're putting on some of his higher featured home. He's putting the whole house generator on.
which is
So
fantastic.
yeah, especially if there's natural gas there, that's always
Absolutely.
such a great idea.
We actually have another listing coming in Maitland that's going to be on the canal out to Lake Maitland, which is
Mm-hmm.
part of the Winter Park chain. So that one's
Mm-hmm.
coming up here as well. Have we started on that one? Is that
We're
going to be
in the
this
design
year?
process of
So it's
that.
going to be a
Yeah.
2027 build, but it's
Mm-hmm.
coming.
Mm-hmm.
We have several that are going to probably be 2027. That's part of our
Mm-hmm.
pipeline right now as
Mm-hmm.
well. So we've got 2422 Musselwhite getting ready to start.
Yeah,
Or getting ready to go on market. It's
that's a
finishing right
great
now.
plan.
So we'll be
It's really
staging
cute.
end of the month, I think.
Yeah.
So that'll be on. Great location again.
Mm-hmm.
That one's going to be super fun. So I'm just kind of looking at our list of
Mm-hmm.
our pipeline list. We have a couple on Calhoun Street downtown.
Yeah. Yeah.
So they're finishing up right now. We kind of put them back so
Mm-hmm.
we can finish all the ones that were sold.
Mm-hmm.
Location. This does go right up to 408.
Mm-hmm.
You
It
cannot
does.
hear it. It's just a
No,
wall.
it's
It's right off
surprisingly
South
quiet.
Street.
Mm-hmm.
It's a great location. That was my biggest concern, but they did open self foam insulation,
Mm-hmm.
so energy efficiency, lower energy bills.
Mm-hmm.
You are right there in downtown.
To
You're
get a single
super
family home in downtown
accessible.
for the mid 650s.
Single
It's
family.
incredible.
It's 3, 2.5. Yep, mid sixes,
Mm-hmm.
less than. So great location. Look, just
Mm-hmm.
under 1,900 square feet, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Really great floor plan, great finishes, waterfall
Mm-hmm.
edges, just beautiful homes.
Mm-hmm.
So we got those coming up here soon. Garden Plaza is another one I'm super excited about.
Mm-hmm.
That one's going to be in Colonialtown, Mills 50 District,
Mm-hmm.
along with Canton and Gale Street.
Mm-hmm.
So we've got a lot of fun stuff coming up. This is a fun episode because we get to talk about all these little homes that we have, our inventory. Kim and I do specialize in new construction, as you know. But we also love it. We're very passionate about what we do. So I'm glad to get to share this with you. What else do we want to kind of share about some of the stuff that
Well,
we're
I
doing?
think before you go showing houses, obviously you need to give us a ring. We may have something. We may have something special for your client that'll surprise you. But I think it's gonna be a really. I think we've had kind of a sluggish couple of years for a variety of reasons. It's been people trapped in their low interest rates. They're like, I can't leave. I've got a 3% mortgage. People unsure about where the market's heading. So they're like, well, maybe I'll just step back and wait a little bit and see what happens with inventory and interest rates. But we all know when interest rates go down, inventory goes down too. There's more people out there competing for the same homes. So there's no magic bullet that's going to fix the national on national or local level. We still don't have enough homes. There are more people that want to create households than there are homes to put them in. So I think that you always have to, keep that in mind and finding those things that aren't quite ready gives you, power and knowledge down your pipeline. It's like if someone called you, and it's always when they say, well, we're moving to Orlando in 6 months. You're like, well, okay, I'll call you in 5. Don't nurture that relationship. And, we'll give you little teasers, say, hey, hey, we got a little video of this house, keep in touch with us and say, hey, I really think they want to be in this neighborhood. We'll, keep in touch. We'll send you little teasers of what's coming in that neighborhood. So you have something to constantly communicate with your buyer about.
And we do our best to keep the website up to date, but
Yeah.
that's one of the things that we could add to our list of let's do better at this year.
We did just do an update though. It is
pretty up to date,
but it is there's
it's a little behind, so call us.
A lot of things changing, a lot of things changing quickly, so it's hard to get those updates in. But I think we all have that problem. It's like, oh, I need to update my website. Oh, I need to upgrade my profile picture. Oh, I need to, it's one of those things I think that goes on the back burner when you're busy. But once again, time blocking, like we talked about a couple of episodes, just put that on your to-do. Say, I am going to
know your
I'm going to
market.
reach out to Kim and Amanda this week, and I'm going to find out what kind of inventory they've got coming up.
That's right.
And hey, if you ever want to take a tour, if you've got a new home buyer, and there are people that are new home buyers.
Yes.
They don't want to look at anything else. You show them a used home. You show them a used home, and you can tell by the look on their face that they're not loving it. So, ask them those questions about
what buyers that won't buy new.
Yeah, and what they live in now. They're more likely to live in a newer home now that they've probably built or bought. So if you've got a new home buyer, focus on that. Show them what they want to see. And just keep in touch. Sometimes it's a longer buying process than it is. They'll go out and we'll see them in an open house, and they're just they're in there, they're looking around. They're not going to buy today, but they're getting ideas. That
Mhm.
it starts the juices flowing. It starts them thinking about, well, maybe this is a good move. And I really do think that we're going to see a lot of pent up demand
Yeah,
that is going to kind of
it's happening.
explode in
Yeah.
2026. I think people will. It takes a long time for people to get used to change,
Yes.
and they had to wrap their hands around rates.
Mhm.
Rates are higher and prices are higher. And when you always have
Mm.
someone come in the open house and go, "Oh well, I'm waiting for the market to crash," and I'm like, "Okay, well when that's going to happen, I'd like to know."
I want to know your crystal
Yeah,
ball.
I want to see your crystal ball,
Mhm.
and because everybody has a need at different times, and it doesn't matter what the market's saying. If you need a new house or if
Yeah,
you need to move, you need to
you need
move.
to move.
And so I think that it's just really important that all of us in the industry just remain n keep your knowledge levels up,
Mhm.
always try to learn something new, about your market, and, that can be just as simple as going to visit a new business and, talk to that new local business owner and saying, "Hey, where are your people coming from?" And just exchange information, and, you'll be a better agent for it, and you'll be more successful as a result.
Absolutely. And call us. We got lots of stuff that we wanna
We
share and
do.
coming on market at different various times that probably
Mhm.
will fit your buyers, or at
Mhm.
least we hope so. Um, it's been another episode of
It's
Dirt
been another
Secrets.
episode. Yeah,
We did it.
come walk some houses with us. We always love, especially this time of year. We're happy to
Oh,
go walk a
yeah.
house under construction.
Don't
But
let's not do that in June, July,
yeah, let's
August,
not. Yeah.
September, October.
But yeah, call us and we'll be happy to meet you out on one of our sites and show you a little bit more about new construction.
Follow us on social media. Definitely subscribe to the podcast
Mm-hmm.
if you can. I
Mm-hmm.
know that we have a lot of people that are watching it but not subscribing. So you got to log in and subscribe. Stay up to date with all the information that we're bringing to you. And follow our social
Instagram's
media.
probably our best way to
Yeah,
know
we
what's
got
happening on a
lots of
weekly
information.
basis because
Yeah,
our open houses are posted on there and
open
everything.
house,
Mm-hmm.
different inventory
Mm-hmm.
homes. We
Mm-hmm.
keep that. We're probably the most active on
Yeah,
Instagram for sure.
absolutely. Yeah.
And you're gonna have clips of the podcast there as well.
Uh-huh.
So
Uh-huh.
thanks for joining us for another episode of Dirt Secrets. I'm Amanda.
And I'm Kim. Thanks for tuning in.
Bye.
That's another episode of Dirt Secrets where we uncover the real stories and strategies behind building and buying in Central Florida.
If you're a builder ready to make your mark with a custom urban infill project, a buyer looking for the perfect home, or someone relocating here for a fresh start, we're here to guide you from blueprint to closing.
Make sure to follow the show on your favorite podcast app so you'd never miss a single secret and to stay ahead of the market.
You can find us at buildersconciergegroup.com or on Instagram and Facebook at Builders Concierge Group, where we share listings, behind-the-scene tours, and sneak peeks of what's coming next.
We'd love to hear from you. Send your questions, your dream home wish list, or your own dirt secret, and we might feature it in a future episode.
Remember, whether you're breaking ground, buying your first home, or finding your Florida forever home,
the right property isn't just built, it's crafted with the right team, the right strategy, and the right connections.
you've been listening to Dirt Secrets, and we'll see you on the next episode.